It's Ganj Goddess from Oregon. It's Leaf Revival, and we're traveling downtown tonight actually, and there's something going on down the road. Don't know what's going on. What do you think it is, Michael?
A bunch of bullfuckery.
This person in front of us just cut us off.
With no blinker.
No blinkers. There's traffic.
So if you see that car right there, better watch them. They're fucking idiots. They got a whole...
There's lights flashing.
Look, they got cops
all the way over
all
there.
the way
I don't
down
know if
there,
you guys
man.
can see this on the video, but...
What the fuck is going on now?
Yeah. It's flashing.
This is the hood now, folks.
It is.
Salem, the city of Salem has now become the hood.
It's crazy, all the traffic out here.
You know, I'll tell you something right now, too, folks. It'll blow your mind. Back in the early 90s...
I have to focus there so you can watch what you're doing.
Back in the early 90s, the city of Portland was bussing down a bunch of their homeless folks down here that were troublemakers up there in Portland, down here to the city. They're beginning to do that again. We're getting a lot of troublemakers being bussed down from larger cities. It's all part of the Agenda 21.
I think so too.
Because they gotta have a riot situation. They gotta practice control, and this is a control method for them to practice.
I agree.
But in this case, it looks like there might be a vehicle.
I don't know. There's a fire truck
being towed, and
see. I hope you guys can see this. This is a real shitty camera.
I might have a window
Cell phone
so you can film it.
But I want to be kind of like Loud Lab sometimes. They're pretty good. They get all the good video footage.
Police vehicles have the entire lane blocked off.
This is on Trade Street in downtown Salem.
Yep, Trade Street.
Well, that's the cross street. Don't know what's going on down here, but there's a... It looks like a...
I was going to take it. Just bring it over here. Out the window. Get a clear view. More than likely, it was just somebody not obeying traffic law.
Probably not. Look at all this traffic, though. It's crazy.
Yeah, the police are mostly the problem. They've got
on there.
This guy's got a car parked there for no reason.
Oh, it looks like there might have been an accident.
Yeah, but
watch out! There's an accident over here.
This police officer right here has an entire intersection.
How crazy was that? I think there was a bad accident.
Well, yeah, you got a big truck and another car all smashed up behind you.
You can see in the rear view, in the side view mirror, look at all the lights flashing. It's crazy.
Actually turn it around too.
Oh, there's out the back window. Anyway, we are traveling downtown.
Headed to Oregon Chronic Solutions.
Oregon Chronic Solutions. Y'all need to stand up and help them out because once again the city's messing with them. And
we've got another safe access point that's being threatened by local municipalities that want to break state law. They want to violate the laws of the state.
Yes, they do.
And they want to make their own rules to protect their own corrupt interests. Once again, here we go with the corruption. You know, and when it's so obvious, so blatantly obvious like this is blatant obvious corruption. These are local authorities that are violating state laws, folks. And so we're on our way down to Chronic Solutions. We're going to be dropping off a letter down there for patients to send to their representatives to inform the representatives that anybody that's caught violating state law should be removed from their position. Yes. They're folks that have taken oaths. They need to uphold that oath, and what we're doing here is we're trying to make it mandatory. We're asking the citizens of Oregon to come together and start asking for the removal of some of these oath keepers who have broken their oath to us, the citizens of Oregon.
Yep.
Just to inform everybody.
Just to inform everybody. So if you are going to be heading out today, or well, they're going to be open till 8 o'clock. They're open from noon to 8, and they're closed on Sundays, but they're open the rest of the week from noon to 8. Go down to Oregon Chronic Solutions on Fairgrounds Road. Pick up a copy of this. Please sign in and mail it into your representative. It'll be on the counter. Ask for it.
It's all ready to go.
Tell them the paper Oregon Sweet Leaf Revival dropped off for you guys. This is so that you can stand up and help out Oregon Chronic Solutions
and all the other dispensaries,
places that have safe access for patients.
All the other dispensaries in the state of Oregon will be notified of this as well. Yes. We want all dispensaries, all safe access points to know that the only way to empower the people is to inform them, to educate them, so that they can get the tools to be empowered. You know, it's difficult when somebody's sick and they hurt, and you know there's so much going on in their lives. It's hard for them to be empowered, and the only real way to really help empower them is to inform them, educate them, and support them. Support the people of your community. You know?
Yeah. Oregon Chronic Solutions has had to move 3 times, like I said, and they should not have to move again. It's very expensive to move.
3 times because they
our non-existent newspaper.
They decided to change their rules, and you know, folks, as it is right now across the state, you know, having only just a small percentage of our state has safe access. A majority of our state patients that don't have a reliable grower have to rely on all kinds of other forms of market, and the problem with that is a lot of it ends up to be unsafe for the patient. And you know, a patient shouldn't have to stand in a parking lot to buy some black market cannabis.
No, they shouldn't.
When they should be able to have a legitimate grower or a safe access point to go to.
Yep.
And so with these counties prohibiting safe access points and prohibiting cannabis patients to grow other cannabis for other patients, it's an outright violation of our rights. It's a violation of our civil rights. And if we look at the fact that the Medical Act is in a statute, you know, it's a statute constitutionally, and so we should stand up. We've got to stand up for these people, or all the patients that rely on places like First Choice and you know, Chronic Solutions, they're not going to get help. They're going to have to be, you know, because Chronic Solutions and those places will be forced to shut their doors because of some new rule. And then those folks that were once going to that safe access point will have to be, you know, have to go to a black market. They'll be forced to do something else, something more tragic.
It's really not it's not fair that, you know, that the city gets away with this, because they should think about the patients, because it takes a while for anyone to feel comfortable enough with, you know, another person to tell them their woes, you know, and to gain confidence that they're going to get the medicine that they need.
And patients aren't going to get that in a recreational market.
No, they're not.
They're not going to get that, okay? Recreation's recreation. When somebody's dying of stage 4 cancer, that's not recreation, folks.
No, that's not.
Okay? It's not fun and games when you're hooked to radiation and you're having bits and pieces of you took out of you. It's not fun and games, folks.
No, it isn't.
It's not recreation. It's not for fun, okay?
No.
It's not having a big bong hit for shits and giggles. I mean, these folks are needing this medicine to stay alive. So like we say, folks, to break the ignorance, you got to give them one free plant. You free the plant and the rest will follow.
Sharing is always caring in Oregon Sweet Leaf Revival.
Much love and respect to all of our viewers and fans and folks that watch us. We send our love to you and to your homes tonight. May you have a good night.
Have a good night, and don't forget to go by Oregon Chronic Solutions or First Choice Cannabis and pick up your petition form.
Much love to our cannabis world.
We almost got in a wreck there.
Yeah, almost, but
Toodles.